Wait, speaking of who else is failing in every way, every Democrat policy, right? I'm really kind of convinced at this point. However, I'm also convinced that a week from now, the apocalypse will have gone down. It's 9/11 in 2 days, right? It's 9/11. It's 9/9 in 2 days. It's 9/11 in 4 days. I think if China and Russia want to scare America, they will do it on 9/11, right? If they want to do some kind of devastating attack, some cyber attack, 9/11, that would be the day to do it. Oh man. So yeah, am I convinced it's going to happen? No, not at all. But what I am convinced at this point is by the time we get to November 2024, so many people are going to be so pissed off with the establishment, with Biden, with the media, because their lives are going to be much shittier than they are now, right? Far shittier, and they're going to pull the lever for the face of defiance, which is Donald Trump, right? That's just what's going to happen. That's why his Trump mug shot. I'm back. There you go. It's like, really, is this thing going to go out? Oh, 1 second. Doink. Pull that out. Zuby, while I whip this out. Come on. There you go. Doink. This isn't the JPEG. This is that new format, WebP, whatever that meant. Oh, it still works. There you go. So here, check this out. And this mugshot is masterful, and I hadn't really looked at it much before, but he looks better there than he normally does. The least orange I've seen him, and his hair looks good, right? And he looks steely, and he looks defiant, and he looks like he's facing down, like David and Goliath. He looks like he's facing down the administrative state, because he basically is, right? Look, the Democrats are going to try everything. They know they can't win. And I don't think God's on their side, right? And I know that's the way I look at it. Why did I get deathly sick last night? Because I really do think we're heading to an apocalypse. Apparently 40% of the population thinks that. And I think God needs to settle up accounts beforehand, with me anyway. I don't know, right? So but I think people are going to be so dissatisfied with their lot a year from now that all the what do they call it again? All that something of democracy, that shoring up not shoring up protection of all that cheating that they clearly did, right? Oh man, tell you, it's amazing. Biden supporters, they are the absolute opposite of what they are. Exactly. Idiot moron rubes that have been duped, and they are completely, they have no idea they've been duped, right? I think is a reasonably intelligent person, has absolutely no clue that they've been completely duped about so many things, right? And once you've been duped, you will fight really hard to not believe that's going down. But look, people went crazy. Trunk derangement syndrome is a real thing. Here, check this out. So, oh man, so this is annoying me, right? Because I'm a bit Jewy myself. I may have mentioned it every now and again. So apparently, breaking. Elon suggests he will release. Oh, let's go. It starts over here, I think. ADL push hard to shut down accounts like hires, even though it has nothing to do with anti-Semitism, which is supposed to be their charter. Elon, would you consider releasing some of their communication between X and ADL so we can see their true intentions? I'm definitely interested in seeing their request to ban my account. So yeah, dear Elon, please consider releasing communication. Thousands of us who have been suspended, throttled, and silenced, and shadow banned. Look, the Anti-Defamation League, what the hell? But they're going after higher, what's her name, rat chick from Libs of TikTok, a Orthodox Jewish lady, right? Oh, they're so slimy, man. I can't, I just can't stand these slimy Jewish groups, right? Because I'm Jewish and it's just an embarrassment to me. So look, here's they push back by saying it's incredible. They push back saying, "Oh, we didn't do that, but we did do that."
Tweeted something I didn't know, that the advertising revenue's down 60%. Right. But look, brands are big boys and girls.
Listen, you woke piece of shit. You knew their advertising revenue was.
I mean, let's be clear here. Like, this is the wealthiest man in the world running one of the most powerful media platforms on the planet.
So we're just the little people. So do what we say. Otherwise, they're going to destroy your life.
We're a non-profit here in New York.
Yeah, non-profit. You look like you're a non-profit.
So I think figuring out, like, who has the power in this relationship, it's pretty clear to me.
Jonathan, how...
Oh, this isn't the clip. Oh, crap, I got the wrong one. Now I got to find it, because, like, literally he just said, no, we don't shout. We don't try and get anybody to shout a ban, but we kind of do. Is this it? Yeah. Let's see if this is the clip, because it's really worth seeing. Oh, they're so scummy. They just are so scummy. Like, what is their prize they think they're going to get for being scum? I don't understand, right? I really don't understand. Here we are. I think this is it. Doink. Hang on. It's thinking about it. Let's see if this is the right one. Save video as. ADL again. Video file. Is this the one?
Can I ask a question? Because I know this has been a critique of your organization and of many. Were you seeking to have some kind of either role at Twitter or any kind of donations made or other things?
No.
I only say that because...
No! We wouldn't profit! No! That would be crazy. Kind of.
There have been folks who've looked at these situations and felt that they were being shaken down.
Look, I think, let me be honest about that, right?
Yeah, no, you're not going to be honest. Well, and look, dude, why are you going for the Lex Luthor look? What's up with you?
I think it is a sort of anti-Semitic trope to suggest when Jewish people express a degree of outrage over...
You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you, you cunt. You do not speak for me. Again, you Lex Luthor looking piece of shit.
Anti-Semitism, that somehow that's a shakedown because Jews are greedy. That sounds to me... I'm not saying you believe that.
I'm just saying that is the critique. Occasionally you hear the critique among not-for-profits in certain cases that are involved in certain causes that talk to companies, and you hear it from leaders who say, I feel like
I hear that, but my view on all of this, we've talked about this before on this show, I don't believe in, and this is really to you, Joe, I don't believe in cancel culture, I believe in counsel culture. Right. So someone makes a mistake, you help them fix it. So
I'm going to help them fix it by just doing everything we say, right? Otherwise, we're going to call you anti-Semites. It's, you're not helping anyone, right? And again, why are you bleating about anti-Semitism while you're going after an Orthodox Jewish woman? Because he's not a guy, because she doesn't say the things that you want, right? Benjamin Weingarten says, I don't know who that is, says the ADL is a leftist organization using, in parentheses, abusing Jewish identity. It no longer holds a sword and a shield against legitimate and deserved criticism for its liberalism. It undermines a cause it's supposed to stand for defending Jews against those who hate us. Yeah, and listen, look at that face. Is that face going to be one that decreases or increases hatred of Jews? I think this is a face that's going to increase hatred of Jews, right? Is this okay? Fine. I finally found another clip. Is this the right one? This guy is so slimy. I mean, like, really? Hang on. Let's see if this is the right one.
What we've tried to do over the years with Twitter, with YouTube, with Facebook and all of its platforms, with...
Yeah, well, again, control them by threatening them to call them anti-Semites when they're nothing of the kind. Okay, is this the one? This is a 2-minute clip.
Big boys, and when they algorithmically...
Here we go. This, I think it's over here.
Is anti-Semitic. And I don't think Twitter as a platform is anti-Semitic. And as we've said here, hate speech is the price of free speech. But let's acknowledge that when Elon Musk and the platform bring people, hardened anti-Semites, back on.
Okay, you're a lying cunt. Okay, you are a lying cunt. You are a lying Lex Luthor cunt. Where is this increase in anti-Semitism? Anti-Semitism lives on the left. The left that you live in, right? Man, is this guy even Jewish? Well, again, what embarrassment.
When they validate their rantings, when they algorithmically amplify them and allow it to spread.
He's just lying, right? This is just a lie, and you know you're lying.
How out there are you, publicly and behind the scenes, talking to advertisers and telling them do not advertise on this?
Completely, 100%.
Platform. Are you doing that?
We are not out there publicly or privately talking to advertisers.
But we are.
Frankly, it's true. We did call for a pause back in November after.
Okay, so you just said we didn't do it, but we did it. I mean, literally just now.
For the acquisition. And then since then, since that initial statement, what we are doing is engaging with the management of the company, trying to help them make it better.
Question?
Yeah, we're just trying to help you. Obey us and ban Jews, because we here to protect Jews, so ban the Jews.
Because I know this has been a critique of...
Right, fine. I should have just gone for this clip first. So yeah, let's debunk the ADL guy, right? Let's see what he says. He claimed that Elon amplifies anti-Semitism speech back on the platform. This is not true. The ex-safety team shared an independent assessment by Sprinkler that they found hate speech and press on X to be 0.003% compared to Twitter's estimate of 0.12. Okay. Greenblatt clarified that he never claimed that Elon or X were anti-Semitic. I don't think Twitter is an anti-Semitic platform. Okay. When Greenblatt was asked by the host, who identifies as Jewish, if he was seeking position on donation from X to the ADL, he took offense to this. It's called an anti-Semitic trope, as if he was trying to cancel him, leaving the host uncomfortable and defensive, and not answering the question. Greenblatt changed ADL is not publicly or privately talking to advertisers, but shortly after says, we did call for a pause. Exactly. Greenblatt said ADL is a small non-profit. Not true. The ADL is an inflation organization, 100 years of history. According to the ADL's 21 tax filing, the organization revenue was 101 million. That's not small, mate. With a balance sheet of 238 million. They also received millions of dollars indirect government funding via grants, groups, ADL interests. Agreement says the ADL works with social media platforms, including Facebook. We also saw in Politico that Elon Musk posted the ADL indirectly controls what can be posted on Facebook. I believe you. Greenblatt claimed that he was not prompted by... it doesn't know what prompted Elon's tweets, but Elon was clear it was prompted by a 6% drop in ADL's interference with Greenblatt. I know, man, these people are scum. Oh, they're so scummy. So this parody came out, and I thought this was absolutely fantastic, right?
Took over X, formerly known as Twitter. We at the ADL have noticed a surge in anti-Semitic posts, especially from an account named Libs of TikTok. Libs of TikTok. But she's Jewish. How can she be anti-Semitic?
I gotta find who this guy is. Because man, is he calling it?
Semitic. Name someone else. Okay. Since Elon Musk took over X, formerly known as Twitter, we at the ADL have noticed a surge in anti-Semitic posts, especially from an account named Dave Rubin. He's Jewish too. What are you guys doing? Okay, let's just change the script, put the right name in there.
It seems to be the anti-Semitism is actually what the ADL is defining as anti-Semitism is. in fact, you just hating anybody who doesn't support you. This is Damon Imani. Is there? Can I give you a link to his? I'll put his Rumble channel in the because again, this guy is so 100% nailing it.
It's not your fault. From an account named Ben Shapiro. Come on, guys. He's joining you. Who are we canceling? We can't do this.
Again, I'm more embarrassed about that than I was about Harvey Weinstein. Really, genuinely. I was like, it's a freaking nightmare. And you know, I just can't stand how anti-Semitism is always brought up by leftists or was again Dan, who was at Hooverville, was telling me that Mr. Trilby was at Hooverville, and he says, "Man, the vibes he gets off that guy in real life was 100 times worse than you get off him online." And online, he always calls things anti-Semitic when he's like, "Dude, if you supported Jeremy Corbyn and you still support Jeremy Corbyn, you are anti-Semitic, right? I'm sorry to be the one to break it to you. You are anti-Semitic." So, my man Vivek, right? And again, the ticket I want for 2024 is Trump Vivek, right? I think Trump in jail, or some kind of house arrest, which is they're going to do whatever they can, right? It's not even 2024 yet, right? And they're already wrapping it up. You know, they had Whoopi Goldberg go, I got COVID. Listen, they want to bring back the lockdowns. Could it be because it helps them a lot, you know, in elections? I don't know. Universal mail-in balloting, right? Could that be? And again, the intensity of the stupidity of Biden supporters. We're like, no, it's got nothing to do whatsoever with us cheating, but we just care about the law. We care about the law. That's why we need to ban Donald Trump, because we care about the law. What about Biden? He didn't do anything. And they keep putting, no, yes, he did. And I love it. You know, you have people like, again, Bill Maher, where they go, no, I don't even know. No, it was Jake Tapper. Jake Tapper was like, I don't even know what the allegation is against Joe Biden. Bribery and corruption, taking millions and millions of dollars to do favors as a vice president. And excuse me, you don't think every person in politics does that? Right, I'm supposed to believe, no. Yeah, you guys are just so intensely stupid if you don't. But yeah, they're ramping that up. Anyway, I'd like to see Vivek front and center and Trump in jail. And they will still win. Because come November next year, I just think fortification, right? I think there's going to be such a mass of people who wants to give a finger to the establishment that they are going to pull that lever for Trump. Right, absolutely, I believe they're going to do it. So anyway, one of the things he gets skewered on is he said, especially in the Israeli press, in the Jewish press, saying he's bad for Israel. No, he's not. Freaking awesome for Israel. So this is a clip with him speaking about Israel. Again, this is one of the
question. Yes. Good to see you. What's your name?
Good to see you. I'm Vaughn.
So do you think he wants to be VP? Right, he says no, but that's what he has to say right now. All I know is he's playing a damn good game. You know, if Ron DeSantis had him as his campaign manager, Ron DeSantis will be beating Trump. 100%. Like, so far, he's run a campaign that's been freaking perfect, right? Like, I was watching Tim Pool earlier, and they essentially said for him to win the presidency, he's got to roll like 4 or 5 20s, right? Like perfect. Like everything has to compare. I think he could win the presidency. I would like him to, right? But I would like a Trump Vivek combination. That Trump's like burn it down, and Vivek's like, I know just how to do that. You know, you have the emotion with Trump, and you have the intellect with Vivek, and yes, please.
Very unusual name.
Well, it makes 2 of us, and it both starts with a V.
Yes, exactly. You guys want a picture? The United States and Israel. Mm-hmm. Tell me about the U.S.
Hey, here. Let's the U.S.-Israel relationship. It'll be.
He's good at being a politician as well.
He's stronger by the end of my first term than it's ever been. Because it needs to be about friendship, not about client transactional relationships. Mm-hmm. And so I don't talk in the way a standard politician does. I want to talk real talk. Abraham Accords 2.0. Do you know what the Abraham Accords were? Yeah. So now I want to get Saudi Arabia and Oman.
Trump didn't get a Nobel Peace Prize for the Abraham Accords is insane. Literally, he brought more peace to the Middle East, right, than any other president ever, right? It's crazy how well he did, right? He didn't get a Nobel Peace Prize, right? No, because he's a bad person. He's the orange man.
And Indonesia into that pact. What is the biggest shared interest that the U.S. and Israel share in common right now? Make sure Iran never becomes nuclear armed. Number one priority. That's in our interest.
By the way, the best thing that's stopping Iran becoming nuclear armed is Sputniks, right? 100% an Israeli cyber weapon. Oh, see, that stuff makes me proud, right? That stuff. What do? They just released it onto the internet, and it found its way to Iranian centrifuges and blew them all up. It's brilliant, right? Absolutely brilliant. It's
It's in theirs. I also love Israel. By the way, my first business partner in my major business was in Israel. I've been there countless times. I want to learn from Israel. I love their border policies. I love their tough on crime policies. I love the fact they have a strong national identity. I love the fact they have a good missile defense system. Good friends learn from each other.
I can tell you, you want to know the best thing about Israel? I mean, other than the economy, and the economy is freaking awesome. All right? It's the best place to live in the world. The economy and the medical services, just second to none. Just absolutely fantastic. Like genuinely fantastic. But yeah, the border policy, excellent.
And so that's what I've also said. I want Bibi coming to this country. I'm going to have a relationship with Biden, won't have him over.
Great.
So that's what it means to actually stand. So then I say, what have I said? We have to actually, would we defend Israel in the context of a military conflict with Iran? Yes, but I don't want to do it in a way, and Israel has always said this too, and they're with us on this. They don't want young men and women to die through ground troops sent to Iran.
Right.
So I said that. Of course, the political distortion machine. So Vivek's anti-Israel.
Sure.
Yeah, and that really pissed me off, right? That the religious media was saying, "Oh, he's anti-Israel."
It's wrong, actually, but my view is we can't just recite the standard talking points handed to GOP candidates in a binder. We have to speak honestly.
Absolutely.
And that's going to make for a stronger relationship. But
this is why I liked Jeremy Corbyn when I first saw him. He spoke like a human being, not in sound bites.
I'm asking, why are you asking that question? Was it in the ether that I had that some of those criticisms about my?
And again, this is where he's brilliant, right? Where he engages with people and he asks them what they think. I mean, it's such a simple tactic, and it's so brilliant.
Just know that when we bless Israel, I mean, we're blessed as a nation.
Yes.
When we stop doing that,
we're lost our way.
Okay, if he believes that, I'm with him 100%, right? And I do, I do think that.
Exactly,
right.
exactly.
That's why I asked.
No, I appreciate that. No, that's just because there's a lot of misinformation in politics.
Great.
That's where I stand.
Great. I enjoyed the debate.
Thank you.
Oh, it was
great.
Thank you.
I love myself a bit of Vivek, right? I really, really do. So here's Vivek. One more clip with him. This was destroying MSNBC. Oh, and he said, I love the way he's able to destroy the host. Oh, so good.
Trump, but under you, people are worried about authoritarianism. You have preemptively promised to pardon Trump no matter what.
Wait, 1 second. They're worried about authoritarianism, but you're fine with Biden, right? I mean, what? He's got the secret police locking up journalists now. And literally, and we'll look at that in a second.
Juries of his peers decide, as well as today extending those pardons to January 6 rioters. You've dismissed white supremacists as boogeymen and unicorns. You want to fire at least half the federal government workforce. That's over 1 million people. You want to remove the right to vote from 18 to 25-year-olds. That's over 30 million people. You want to get rid of birthright citizenship. In fact, you refer to voting and citizenship as privileges when they are, in my view and in the Constitution view, rights.
Yeah, no, they're privileges, mate, right? It's a right. It's a privilege to have that right.
It's a very anti-democratic worldview. What do you say to people who criticize you for that?
Oh, get ready to get your ass handed to you, mate.
I don't think it's an anti-democratic worldview. I favor reviving the lifeblood of our constitutional republic. Revive actual free speech and open debate in this country. Revive civic duty in this country, something that our founding fathers envisioned.
He said duty.
Revive true equality in front of the law, where people aren't prosecuted because of the color of their skin or because of the content of their political views. One standard of the rule of law for everybody. I stand for the founding vision of the country, where the people who we elect to run the government ought to be the ones who actually run the government, when in fact most policymaking functions in D.C. are performed by federal bureaucrats. So yes, my standard is, would Alexander Hamilton and John James and Thomas Jefferson and George Washington, would they be proud of what they see today? Or
they would literally shoot themselves, right? They came back from there, they'd be like, me, no way.
Or would they be appalled? I think if they walked around and saw Washington, D.C. today, they would be appalled. By the time I leave office in January 2033 after 2 terms.
Okay, I love the way he does that. And again, honestly, I would love him to roll like 4 or 5 perfect 20s, right? I prefer Trump. You know, Trump's got. I think the age does help. But man, I think I think these old people need to make way for kids, right? I think they need to make way for another generation. The Mitch McConnells desperately holding on to power. Just go.
They will once again be proud of what we've created, a government with 3 co-equal branches, not 4, shutting down that administrative state, reviving civic duty, and reviving one standard of the rule of law for all Americans. And that is not a Democratic vision or a Republican vision. That is a pro-American vision that I think can actually reunite this country, which is what I believe I will uniquely be able to deliver as the next president.
So yeah, I wonder if he resonates with Biden voters, right? I wonder. Yeah, this is his platform that goes along with that tweet, that video. He says, "Turns out they're threatened by clarity. Here it is: shut down the deep state. You got me there, mate. 100%. Declare independence from communist China. Stay out of World War III. Grow the economy, revive national pride." Yes, all these things are very good things, right? All these things are very good things. We'll look at one more thing that is a very bad thing, and then we'll get to the chat. Actually, we've got 2 more things that are very bad things. Yeah, first, let's look at what happens when...
tell you something, New York.
Yeah, this is what happens when you have Democrat policy, right? They have to live with it. And suddenly they don't like it. This is the mayor of New York, by the way.
Never in my life have I had a problem that I did not see an ending to. I don't see an ending to this. I don't see an ending to this. This issue will destroy New York City.
He's talking about the, you made it a sanctuary city. He's talking about immigration. So apparently they're getting, what, 10,000 a month?
Destroy New York City. We're getting 10,000 migrants a month. One time we were just getting Venezuela. Now we're getting Ecuador. Now we're getting Russian speaking coming through Mexico. Now we're getting Western Africa.
This is all your policies, you schmuck.
Now we're getting people from all over the globe have made their minds up that they're going to come through the southern part of the border and come into New York City. And everyone is saying it's New York City's problem.
It is. It is your problem. Again, just say you're wrong.
Every community in this city is going to be impacted. We got a $12 billion deficit that we're going to have to cut. Every service in this city is going to be impacted. All of us. And so I say to you, as I turn it over to you, this is some of the most educated.
Yeah, again, but it doesn't matter how educated you are. People can't admit they're wrong, right? People cannot admit they're wrong, even about the most insane thing. So let's look at this.
Into those bathrooms, and no man needs to be in there. You understand me? Man. You are.
You are a man, mate. Okay, look at you.
A man. You are created as a man. You are a man. Start acting like a man. Act like a
okay, dude, you're a man. Look, you don't even look vaguely feminine.
Man. Act like a man. You're a man. Act like one. What happened? Why are you acting this way? I'm a man. So are you.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, no, you really are, mate.
Then what are you?
I was born intersex, dude.
He says, "I was born in sex." I think he's lying.
Think you don't know what that is? I was born with both. Sir, you're going to have a problem if you keep going into women's bathrooms. Somebody's going to do something to you. I'm just telling you the truth. I've been doing this for years. You want to do something? For God's sake, yeah.
Again, threatening to fight him doesn't make yourself sound feminine, darling. Okay, hate to be the one to break it to you. It doesn't make you sound feminine. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.